Imagine waking up one morning with a throbbing, agonizing pain in the back of your jaw. Your cheek is completely swollen. It hurts to eat. It hurts to talk. It even hurts to breathe. You go to the dentist. They take a glowing blue X-ray of your skull, and there it is. A massive rogue tooth trying to aggressively, violently smash its way through your gums, pushing all your other perfectly straight teeth out of the way like a biological bulldozer. Your dentist looks at you and says, "Yep, it is your wisdom teeth. We have to surgically rip them out of your skull." Every single year, over 5 million people go through this exact same terrifying nightmare. We spend billions of dollars pulling these teeth out. And if you sit back and think about it for just 1 second, it makes absolutely zero sense. Evolution is an absolute genius. It designed the human eye to detect millions of colors. It built a heart that pumps blood continuously for 80 years without stopping. It engineered a highly advanced immune system that fights off invisible microscopic alien viruses. So, why in the world would this brilliant, flawless system design a set of teeth that literally self-destructs our own mouths? Why do we have wisdom teeth if they are completely, undeniably stupid? If you think this is a genetic mistake, a random biological error that Mother Nature simply forgot to delete, you are completely wrong. The truth is a massive evolutionary plot twist. The problem is not your teeth. The teeth are perfectly fine. The problem is your jaw. And the culprit that ruined your jaw is something you use every single day: fire. To understand this mind-blowing biological glitch, we have to jump into a time machine and travel back 2 million years ago to the harsh, unforgiving prehistoric savannas. Meet our ancient ancestor, Homo erectus. If you look at the skull of Homo erectus, you will notice something incredibly striking. Their face is heavily pushed forward. Their jawbone is absolutely massive, thick, and incredibly powerful. And there is a very good reason for that heavy machinery. 2 million years ago, there were no grocery stores, no blenders, and no ovens. Our ancestors had to survive on a brutal, raw diet. They ate tough, fibrous roots pulled straight from the dirt. They chewed on raw, leathery animal meat. They crushed hard nuts, seeds, and even tree bark. Eating was not a fun, relaxing hobby. It was an intense, exhausting physical workout that required hours and hours of relentless, heavy grinding. To survive this diet, you needed a massive wide jaw powered by gigantic muscles, and most importantly, you needed a lot of heavy-duty grinding tools. Our ancient ancestors had 32 teeth, and because their jaws were so incredibly long and wide, all 32 teeth fit perfectly. The wisdom teeth, the last 4 molars in the back of the mouth, were not a nuisance. They were a crucial biological insurance policy. By the time a caveman reached his late teens, his front teeth were completely worn down, chipped, or broken from chewing on rocks and raw bones. The wisdom teeth stepped in as fresh, brand-new backup grinders to save them from starving to death. They were the ultimate survival tool. But then everything changed. Our ancestor discovered the most dangerous and revolutionary tool in the history of the planet: fire. When humans learned how to control fire, they started cooking their food. And cooking is, biologically speaking, the ultimate cheat code. Cooking is basically pre-digesting your food outside of your body. The intense heat of the fire breaks down the tough fibers in plants and melts the tight proteins in raw meat. Food became incredibly soft, tender, and easy to chew. Furthermore, cooking unlocked a massive, explosive amount of hidden calories that raw food simply could not provide. This single discovery triggered a dramatic, unstoppable chain reaction in the human body. Because our ancestors were now eating soft, cooked stews and tender roasted meats, they no longer needed to chew for 6 hours a day. They no longer needed those gigantic, heavy jaw muscles. In the ruthless game of evolution, If you do not use something, you lose it. The human body is incredibly energy efficient. It realized that maintaining a massive heavy jaw was a total waste of energy. So, over thousands of generations, our jaws began to shrink. They got shorter, narrower, and much more elegant. At the exact same time, all those extra calories from the cooked food were redirected to another organ, the brain. Our brains exploded in size, growing 3 times larger. As the brain expanded, the skull ballooned outward, pushing the face inward. We traded our massive ape-like jaws for a giant, super-intelligent brain. It was the greatest trade deal in evolutionary history. It gave us language, mathematics, art, and the ability to conquer the world. But there was one tiny agonizing problem, a biological lag. While our jawbones shrank incredibly fast to make room for our giant brains, our genetic blueprint for our teeth did not get the software update. Our DNA still carried the ancient stubborn code that explicitly ordered the body to grow exactly 32 teeth. And that brings us to the modern dental nightmare. Today you are walking around with a small, refined, highly evolved jaw that is perfectly designed to hold exactly 28 teeth. But your prehistoric DNA insists on cramming 32 massive teeth into that tiny space. It is like trying to force 5 people to sit in the back seat of a small car. It is a biological traffic jam. By the time you turn 18 or 20 years old, your 28 teeth have already fully moved in and taken up all the available real estate in your mouth. Then the wisdom teeth arrive late to the party. They push, they shove, they twist sideways, and they brutally crash into your molars. They get trapped under your gums, creating painful pockets of infection and destroying the alignment of your jaw. They are not a mistake. They are an evolutionary hangover. They are the ghosts of our primitive past, desperately trying to do a job that no longer exists in a mouth that no longer has room for them. So the next time you are sitting in the dentist's chair, waiting for the anesthesia to kick in, while the doctor prepares to rip those ancient grinders out of your skull, try not to be angry. You are not cursed. You are simply experiencing the painful price of being human. You are paying the toll for the discovery of fire, the invention of cooking, and the massive, brilliant brain sitting inside your head. If this deep dive into the weird, glitchy history of your own mouth blew your mind, do not just scroll away. Smash that like button to feed the algorithm and share this knowledge with the world. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you had your wisdom teeth removed yet, or are they still hiding in your jaw? I want to know. And most importantly, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss our next journey into the brilliant, bizarre, and bloody mysteries of human evolution. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, and I will see you in the next video.